Hey, how's it going, chat? Oh, I am all over the place. I have not gotten things set up. All right, we'll get things set up in a sec. But anyway, welcome back to another stream. Today is, what is today? It is Wednesday. Oh my goodness, my volume is all sorts of messed up.
63 Python.
Thank you for the resub, RKJ, with the Python. Really appreciate it. And it's been 3 months in a row now. Nice. But yeah, I'm really happy to have you, RKJ, as always. And let's see, what day is today? It's Wednesday. I did actually work on some stuff off stream. Oh, I guess I should switch this. Let me show you what I do to get set up, because I forgot to do it today. Because I am definitely super prepared today. But it's usually pretty simple. I, start my VM. I start my bot here. I gotta say hi to all the people. Where did I put chat? Oh, I haven't put chat up yet either. I'm just real prepared today. Okay, what do we got? We got Shazrobot with first, and you are actually first today, at least since I opened the Twitch dashboard. So you win today, Shazrobot. And Llama with memory loss, and Yeps the lads down the cans. Hello, hello. And how's it going, Yoda Droid, Mindful Fox, Knackle Eric, and Sarcastic Dante? Man, we got everyone's here bright and early today. It's good to see. And RKJ, of course, and Rollers. Hello, hello. And hey, what's up, Andrew Lane X? Who didn't get the emote off there. And as Sarcastic Dante says, hello, line number son. Oh man, you guys are great. Okay. But yeah, I start my bot. Oh, I need to set today working on pre-commit stuff and other open source things. Planning to do mostly just open source code today. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so what did I do offline? I did work a lot on pre-commit CI. I can actually show you guys that real quick. Workspace web. Proxy start. What just happened? What is going on? Something dinged. Did you guys hear a ding, or was it just me? Am I losing my mind? Pre-commit CI web dot app. No ding? Okay. I guess I'm just losing my mind. That's fine too. We can you guys can all go crazy with me. Hey, what's up, Konik? Hello, hello, welcome back. RKJ says, hope you haven't been any more petulant today. No, there's no salt for today. A petulant response. But I did have another couple people reach out to me and be like, yo, that guy, little messy, but what is his deal? So yeah, that's hopefully getting resolved or whatever. But yeah, let me show you what I did. Oh, I didn't log into my password manager. Damn it. So you guys will have to look at selfie mode for a second, and then I will mute myself to type in my password manager, making sure it's not on stream. We're not leaking my passwords today. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in a sec. Don't you fuck with me, Andrew Linux. I can see my own stream. I know it's not on camera, so we're good. Okay, but yeah, let me show you the demo of what I got set up for pre-commit CI. Just Tilly2. Grab the password for that account. I saw your password through your eye holes. Banned, yes. Oh, your sunbends today. Rip. No more hello, hello. You get bye. Hey, what's up, Nerdy Laka? Hello, hello. In fact, actually, hello. And hey, what's up, Endless Thoughts 1? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, we didn't leak another password today. Let's see. What is my IP address? This one. So this is what we have set up there. Let me make sure that everything is disassociated first before I show you what I got working. Settings. Where is it? Applications. Oh, we did not disassociate, so we gotta make sure we do this. Uninstall, yes, and then apps, revoke. So we'll start over. We'll start over from scratch. So you can see here, we're at the login. The first step is to log in to Precommit CI, and you'll do this. This is the same thing that we had before. But now you'll see there's this little bar here with my expert HTMLs. And now you can click add/update installed repositories. So you click through to this, and it takes you to a screen where you can select which repositories you want, or you can do all of your repositories. Let's just do individual repositories for now. So I'm just going to select /demo, not the other demo repositories. And if I click install now, it will take us to Precommit CI, which now lists which orgs you're in and the repos for it. So this is new. And you can also go through this to update those repositories. So if I go through here and I add a second repository, so now we have demo and demo 2, we'll click save there. It has set these up and told my app about it, and there are webhooks installed. Now the webhooks don't completely work yet, but they're mostly there. Oh right, yeah, I haven't implemented this yet. There is a separate webhook for adding and removing. I think I can actually ignore those webhooks for the most part. Although I do need one for if they have all repos set up, and like I gotta do some other stuff. But anyway, it partially works. That's what I want to show you guys. I worked on that yesterday, so that's mostly what I did. Andrew Next says, hiding your keyboard and muting your mic isn't enough. Need to end the stream. It's true, it's true. Nisland says, anyone know what keyboard Anthony is using? Thank you, Andrew Linux, for doing the bang keyboard command. It is the Kinesis Freestyle Pro. Next level security, yeah. There's also keyboard for Andrew Linux. Sarcastic Dante says, weird Precommit cache doesn't work unless I explicitly specify home_pre_commit to the same path. Do you mean precommit home? Because it's the other way around. But that is weird. It should work. Works fine for me. Andrew Linux says HTMLs. What did I just say? HTMLs? Oh, HTMLs. Okay, I get it. I get it. I probably slurred it together. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, let me revoke this and delete this so that it's back to a normal state. But anyway, that's what I got working offline. I spent a bunch of time on that. I reworked a lot of the data model to fit better with Dynamo and like faking Dynamo with SQLite. But anyway, that was the thing that I worked on offline. Let's see if there's any GitHub pull requests that I did offline as well. I don't think there really was all that much. I did do some stuff with like identify and releasing that. Oh, yes. I'll talk about this in a sec. Hey, what's up, Kiwi Shock? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Intranex says, have you seen utterances? Utterank.es. Let me open this offline first. A lightweight comments widget built on GitHub issues. I have not seen this. Is this to like make a... Oh. That's actually pretty cool. It's basically like abuse GitHub comments to have a comment system. How does it work? How do you work? When utterance loads, the GitHub issue search API is used to find the issue associated with the page based on the title. That's pretty cool. I have not seen this before. Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty cool. It's had keyboard 4 since I showed this on stream, so a couple weeks. Abelbona says, hello from Majorca, Spain. Hello, welcome. And Arthino, how's it going? Welcome back. And Guide VVVVVVVV. as always. Okay. But yeah, so we worked on this patch last stream, and the funny thing was, I was completely thinking about this backwards, probably because I was streaming and like not, trying to pay attention to too many things at once. But there was this test that I wrote, and I actually had the test backwards, and nobody in chat called me on it. I mean, I don't blame you guys for not calling me on it, because it was, this weird regex flag. What the fuck happened? Oh, I see. Like, why is this code so ugly? I wouldn't have written code like that. But no, it's because GitHub wrapped. But yeah, I had these two conditions flipped, which... Oh wait, no, not that one. These two. I had these two flipped. And I was just confused. Because this should always fail, because this will always succeed. So this should always fail. And if we disable \G, then this should always succeed. So I just was thinking about these backwards. But anyway, I commented on this issue, and they were like, that seems like you're wrong. And I was like, and then I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I figured it out. I am wrong. You are correct. Stanislav says, are we working on pre-commit CI today? Maybe later. I have some like open sourcey pre-commit stuff to work on first. Mostly I want to make a release because I haven't done one in a while. At least I think. Pre-commit. Repo. Yeah, I haven't done a release in probably a couple weeks. Commits. I don't think I actually have that much to release. Just this bug fix. That's something else. What is this? Contributing stuff. Oh, this is a decently sized feature. So one feature, one bug fix. But I want to do a release because it's a reasonable amount of time. Andrew Next says fix babi. Yeah, that's actually what I want to kind of work on today. we'll see what happens with that. But there's another couple pull requests that I want to merge, so it's kind of just one of these miscellaneous open sourcey stuff days, which will be nice and fun. But look, there are 69 watchers. Nice. What? Oh, somebody pinged me on Discord. That might have been. What? I see. Somebody pinged in my Discord. Oh, it's you, Sarcastic Dante. I see. Weird caching stuff with pre-commit. Well, if you can get a reproduction for that, Sarcastic Dante, I would appreciate that. But yeah, okay, so let's start with doing the pre-commit release, because I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do, and then we'll work on this. Oh, also, I took that patch, yeah, so I took the patch for adding runtime flags, and I made a release of this regex library. And we'll be able to use this regex library in babi, and I think we'll be able to simplify a bunch of code there. I started poking at it offline, but I didn't finish it, so I'm just going to probably start over from scratch and just like ignore the changes that I made so that you guys can see how I would have written that. But I started poking at it. And I actually realized that we're missing one more flag. Oh, which they added for me already. Oh my goodness, this guy is the best. I fucking love this maintainer. He's amazing. Amazing. This is so good. His response time has been amazing, and I really appreciate the work that they're doing. Sarcastic Dundee says, just write a message, didn't ping ya. Checking it out right now. Oh, I see. Hey, what's up, Biniar? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Arthena says, either it's code. This might be a stupid question. No, go ahead and ask questions. It's fine. That's what the stream is for. But is it possible to make a pre-commit hook that checks for a number in a file name and compares it to the number in the last commit, possibly bumping it by +1? Yeah, you should be able to do that with pre-commit, because you have full access to the file system, you have full access to Git, and you should be able to do that. You know, you could just like make a small sketch for you. Git init x. Let's see, comparing the number to it in the previous commits. You always want to bump the version number each time, is what you're saying. So, I don't know, metadata version equals 1. You could do something like pre-commit config.yaml. Let's say it's just a local hook, since you probably don't need to reuse this. It's probably just a one-off thing, although maybe you use this in a bunch of places. And then repo local hooks id bump the version name bump the version. You would probably always run true, since you want it to run in every commit. You want to make sure the version is always updated. And some entry, you know, bump the version. Maybe we'll make a script for that. Language system, well actually probably script. I mean, it wouldn't actually matter. Script and system will act the same way in these two places. We don't need to do files or anything here. I think this is all the metadata that we need. Bump the version, user bin, and Python 3. If name equals main. Main. Exit main. Is that on screen? Yeah, cool. Let's reload this so we get the highlighting. Okay, so what you would want to do is you would want to look at the version in the previous commit. So you would do something like with open setup.cfg. Actually, we can probably just use config parser. Config parser. Config parser.raw config parser. cfg.read. I don't remember the API, so hopefully this is right. Let's see, Python. Config parser.config parser. Read file? I think it's just read. Setup.cfg. Was I right? Did I get the API right? That doesn't look right. cfg dot sections. Oh, it did work. Okay. CFG meet data version. Let's see. Okay, so current version equals CFG metadata version. And then you would want to compare that against the previous version. So you would probably, oops. Subprocess, we want to read out the previous version. How would I do that? How would I do that? Would it just be show head? Subprocess.check call. Check output. Git show head setup.cfg. This should show us the previous version, I think. Prev equals this. cfg.read string prev. New version equals cfg metadata meets data version. And maybe something like if new version is equal to current version, you forgot to bump the version in setup.cfg, and then you could just do like return 1. And of course you could rewrite the file if you actually wanted to. But that should work. Let's see. Let's open this up. chmod plus x, bump the version. It's gonna fail in the first commit, of course. Right, git commit. It's gonna fail on the second commit too. Initial commit, because there is no setup.cfg checked in yet. So we gotta skip the second commit too. We can actually use skip equals bump the version. This is the pre-commit way to do this. So we skipped our only hook there. And then if we, I don't know, touch t.py and add that. Hello world. Fuck. Line 13. Verison. I make this typo all the time. You forgot to bump the version, and then if we go in here and bump the version, and then we commit, it works. Okay, anyway, there's like a small sketch on how you would maybe start building something like that. I can paste bin you that so you can, you know, expand on it and build out a fully fleshed Git hook, but this is kind of like a little idea for that. So here is the Python part of that. Let me get the config part of that as well. And that should you know, get you along your way there. Hopefully that's helpful. But that's kind of like the basics of how I start working on pre-commit hooks. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful, Arthino. Banyar says, yes, Git hooks indeed. This is, you've come to the right place if you're talking about Git hooks. Juicebox here says, Anthony's in work mode. Is that where I actually write code? Does this count towards my number of lines of code for this stream, Juice? Does Shazrabot owe you $28 now? That's like 5 gift subs. As if Azza says, git give head. You mean like get push head? Yes. Yodadroid says, I once typoed git stash poop. I type that a lot. I type that all the time. That is, although I don't use stash, but when I used to use stash, I would type with that all the time. Banyar says, did you ever work for DA? I don't know what DA is, so probably not. If you could expand that algorithm, expand that acronym. Man, I make that typo all the time, or that word speako all the time. It's actually one of my most viewed clips. For some reason, I don't understand why people really like this clip. But I was trying to say, I am not a lawyer acronym, but I said I'm not a lawyer algorithm, and for whatever reason, it's, what, top 7 of my clips? And it's just me being like, derpy. Yeah, the I am not a lawyer algorithm is so good. I am not a lawyer algorithm. Yeah, I don't know, man. Athena says, actually, it was about a number in the file name itself, but I can work on it from the sketch. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Shaz owes you 5 gift subs for sure. As the fastest says, git kami-m seize the means of protection. Indeed. Oh, DeviantArt. I didn't work for them, but I did have a DeviantArt back in the day. Because, you know, that was the edgy emo thing to do back then. I made Pokemon pixel art. That was what my DeviantArt was about. I don't know if I have any of the content from it, but yeah. I did have a DeviantArt back in the day, which was fun. As a fan says, how many Sonic fanfics did you write? I didn't write Sonic fanfics. That implies that I wrote other fanfics. Did I write any fanfiction? I might have written some like really shitty Pokemon fanfiction. I really hope it's not on the internet, and I really hope that I didn't actually do that, but it seems like something that I might have done way back when. Oh man, someone's gonna dig up my someone's gonna find my DeviantArt account first off. That's gonna be a mess. Banyar says top clips will be seen first, so more likely to be the most watched. Yeah, of course. I mean, they kind of accelerate themselves. And of course, people are always like, man, what does Anthony think about Vim? No, Vim's just wrong. Oh, it's so quiet you can't even hear it. Anyway, it's me saying, no, Vim's just wrong. But Vim was wrong. It was true. We were fixing some implementation details in file offset opening stuff with multiple files. If you double click the prime loot, it'll go away. Oh, this thing? Yeah. I mean, the little notification shows up all the time. I don't understand why. It's just like something that, okay, cool, there's in-game loot for games that I've never played. Cool, Twitch. Definitely a useful feature. Ridiculous. Kiwi Shock says, I have an issue with pre-commit config isort plus seed isort config plus black. Is it that black and isort are angry at each other? Because that happens a lot. There's like a very specific black configuration you need, otherwise they get mad. I don't know. There's like a couple of settings in this that show like compatible configuration settings. But yeah, that's one of the things that sucks about isort is like it's just not compatible with black out of the box. But if you are okay with some shameless self-promotion, I have written my own import sorter that existed years before black. And out of the box, no configuration necessary. It is compatible with black. Also, you don't need a separate seeding thing, but this is compatible with whatever black sets up. It doesn't, you know, this tool doesn't care. Sarcastic Dundee says Vim is wrong. Necleric says no you. No you. Amazon growth hacking. Yeah. Sarcastic Dundee says ls the root config precommit no such file director after running precommit without any variables. Do you mean root/cache precommit? I think you have the wrong XDG dir. Juice says meeting, be back later. Sounds good. I'll see you when you're back. KiwiShark says yes, in pyproject.toml I have tool.black line length equals 120, all works. I made basic configs step by step, but this 120 is ignored. So black is not perfect about its line length thing. So like it tries its best to be 120 characters, but sometimes will not. So you have to be like, you know, sometimes you have to manually change a little bit of things. But Sarcastic Dante says fuck. All besides this line length works. Yeah, black has some bugs with line length, so I would look through the issues and see if there's anything else that also does that. Also with line length, you have to tell isort about your line length as well, so that they both work together. Wait, black without precommit works fine? What version are you using, KiwiShock? Are you using like 10 beta whatever? Crystal Gamer says, regarding githooks, what do you think is the best way of sharing them? Since they can't be committed, a lot of people don't bother. About to change your day, Crystal Gamer. Let me tell you about a little tool that I wrote called Precommit, which you can check it out at precommit.com. And the entire idea behind Precommit is to solve this exact problem, in that people don't share their githooks, but it is a good idea to share them. And so what you want to do here, or like the idea behind Precommit is you set up a configuration that references other hook repositories. So in this case, I'm referencing precommit/precommit hooks, which is some built-in ones that I wrote. You specify the version that you want, as well as the tools that you want to use from that repository. And there's a bunch of repositories. You can kind of, you know, get an idea of some of them from this hooks.html page, which, you know, lists a bunch of ones that are supported out of the box. But the idea is you set up just this small configuration file in your repository, and Precommit knows how to integrate with Git hooks, and it knows how to install those tools and run them. So basically all you need is Precommit plus that config file, and you get access to all of these tools, and they work correctly with your Git workflow. But I'm super proud of this tool. And I wrote it, but yeah, so I'd suggest checking it out. KiwiShock says newest, but not beta. Like, are you using Rev Master? Because Rev Master's problem is, do you maybe need to read this section? Because the way RevMaster works is it'll cache it based on the first time that you install it and then never update after that, because Precommit assumes that revisions are immutable. This allows it to actually do caching at all. Otherwise, it would always have to install things and it'd be super slow and no one would ever want to use it, which would suck. And there's a plan to add a warning for cases like that, where if you use like rev stable, it'll like tell you, oh well, you know, this is actually a mutable reference. But if you run Precommit auto update, that should bump you to the latest version, so that should get you what you want, and that should hopefully make it match the one that you pip install. RKJ says PyProject.toml dumpster fire. Yo, I agree. Don't get me started on PyProject. That's a whole different thing. I know that's a controversial opinion, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, but PyProject is the new savior. It's going to solve all of our problems, and we're never going to have any issues with Python projects ever again." But I don't know. It seems not the best idea. Hey, what's up, Elamapla? I think I said your name right the first time without having to like super brain fart about it. But welcome back. Good to see you again. Hello, hello. Kiwi Shark says, I will check the two things which I said, link above. And interesting what you said about iSort, that it needs to have line length set too. Yeah, iSort has different ideas about line length as well. Binary says, there's also a great helpful Git website called Oh Shit Git with example scenarios. Yes, I've seen that before. RKJ says, mutable reference shudders and rust. Yes. Mutable references. The old Rust problems. But yes. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, we'll update to this as well in a second. Oh, which is just great. I'm super excited about that. That maintainer is so good. I'm really happy with the work that they do. Oops, didn't mean to close that. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to do today is just make a pre-commit release, which should be real quick because there's only 2 changelog entries. Get checkout master, get pull prune. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to do this or not. This is an unrelated branch. I was thinking of, if pre-commit CI needs configuration, I'm going to just give a free forum dictionary at the top level. But I don't know that I will need configuration yet, and I don't have any plans for it yet, so I'm gonna leave this patch alone and might merge it later. But yeah, okay, so the first thing that we do when I make a release is pre-commit, we do get log first parent, 1 line, and decorate. This will give me a list of patches that have been merged since last time. So these are all of just the mainline commits, and it decorates the previous tags. You can see like this is where I did 2.5, and these are the 1, 2, 3, 4 changes that have been merged since 2.5.1. And actually, if we look at this, git show this guy, I released this on 6.9. I released this last month. And we'll make a changelog here. It's gonna be 2.6.0 because we added a feature in this. And today is July what? July 1st. Oh no, we're more than halfway through 2020. Anyway, features and fixes. And we'll add those 2 features and fixes there. And I think it's just this one and this one are the 2 changes to merge. But I usually do this, git show that. 1509. Oh, this actually solves, I remember this. This is one of the oldest pre-commit issues on in the tracker that it solved here. So it resolved an issue from 2015, February 27th of 2015. 5-year-old bug, well, 5-year-old feature request, I guess, which adds partial Windows support for Ruby, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. And I made the original issue, I guess, so. 1509. Let's see, skip RBM if Ruby download if system Ruby is available. PR by me. Support for Ruby on Windows. So yeah, I guess partial support for Ruby on Windows if system Ruby is installed. The same PR. Do I put periods at the end of these? I guess I do. 201. Super old issue. And so that's that one. What is this other thing here? 1521. Let's show this commit, see what happened there. Oh yeah, this, I think this wasn't this RKJ's issue? Or was this, am I remembering this wrong? There's somebody in chat's issue. 15, or maybe it was on Discord. Oh yeah, it was RKJ's issue. Yes. So npm config. I guess I'll just copy this. Copy that and put that in the changelog here. Let me capitalize stuff because I don't know. I don't like capitalization. I don't like periods. But it feels better in a changelog, I guess, slightly. 1521 and 1516. 1521 PR by moi. And I believe your name is RKM on GitHub. I will check that though. Don't wanna just accidentally your name there. RKM, cool. And that's the changelog. So I guess Dante says, warning, pre-commit, cache pre-commit, no matching files. I think GitLab CI goes ooga booga and doesn't expand it at the right time unless I use a variable. Oh, I see. I see. I see. OKJ says, hello, hello. Yeah, it is you. It's you. I see you. Tubrum says, did it hurt falling from the vending machine? Cause you a snack with multiple C's. Oh, that's good. Do you mind if I steal that, Tubrum? I kind of like that. Oh. Cause you a snack. You stole it from the internet? Okay, cool. Perfect. 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 Savage, says Binary. Yeah. Let's see. Git show 2.5.1. What did I change there? Okay. And we'll use a tip that I put in a YouTube video that I just recently uploaded to show just the file names without the annoying Git header, which is what it does by default, with -- format equals empty string. And that allows me to open it in an editor and just show the files that I want here. So we can change this to 260. Git commit -m 260, git tag that. Oops. Oh no. Did I just make a tag called $? I did. Git tag 260. Make sure that's tagged properly. Okay, we're good. And then vm bin python sdist bdist wheel. Is it just me or is the music like really quiet today? That is the wrong thing. We're also like at a quiet part in this song, so it could just be that. But yeah, this knob does page up and page down, so that's why it zooms all over the place there. Oh, I fucked up. What is this? What is this output? This looks completely different than the old output. I guess maybe I just updated. Weird. I guess setup tools changed output. No big deal. Hakata says, hey, and then writes code feels bad man / Well, what feels bad, man? How's it going? Welcome back. It's good to see you. Binary says, are you running a systemd distribution? Yes, I'm running Ubuntu, which uses systemd. RKJ says, wonder who he's going to use that on. Wonder who's gonna use that on, right? Hey, what's up, Best World TV? I'm gonna steal that too. Use the Angel version too many times. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, and then twine upload dash our PyPI dist this. I gotta grab my PyPI password. PyPI copy. Don't copy that floppy. Bunnyar says, did you go to U of M? Yes, I went to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Push origin head dash tags. I guess I can tweeter this. Oh wait, we gotta do the other thing. Head dash 20 changelog. Grab this. Pre-commit. Where did they move it? There used to be a little releases button like right here. And now it's gone. Is it this now? Nope. Oh wait, here it is. Releases. That's annoying. That's a little bit annoying. 2.6.0, pre-commit, 2.6.0. Paste. Do we need to do any reflow here? Nope, looks like these lines are short enough. Publish. Hikata says, I'm fucking burned with coding, feels bad, man. That's unfortunate. I feel ya. I understand that sometimes. I've definitely been in kind of a bit of a rut in like programming and motivation recently as well. Did I not click this button? So I totally get that. Aw, somebody ruined my 69. It's fine. But yeah, hopefully you start feeling better about programming. It's definitely healthy to like take a break, and like especially right now with all of the like world burning shenanigans and, you know, everything else that's going on and kind of disastrous, that like you know, feeling demotivated about stuff can be rough. I actually have like a really bad headache today. I'm hoping the headache goes away as I stream, but so far it has not. This is not super related to motivation, but it's just like, it's just something that's there, chat. So know that I have a headache today, I guess. Bear says gitlog-p. Yeah, gitlog-p is pretty good. Hey, what's up, Jodaba? Hello, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hey, what's up, Code Show? How's it going? Good to see you as well. Oh, did you always have the verified badge, or is that new for you? I actually applied to partner a couple days ago because I finally have met the requirements, which I was super excited about. So let me show you. I have a screenshot. But I finally met the 3 things just barely for average viewer count. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm super proud of this achievement. I feel like, and there was no way I would have gotten here without you guys in chat. Like, you guys made this happen. But I'm pretty proud of this. Even if it's just a small thing, but it's something that I'm pretty excited about. What the fuck happened here? What is going on here? Am I being hacked, chat? Am I being hacked, chat? What is going on here? What the fuck is nmcheck.gnome.org that's trying to get me to log into a Netgear router? I think I'm being hacked, chat. Oh my god. Actually, my stream is dead. What the fuck? Hello? Are we back? OBS seems to think that we're back. Can you guys see me? Hello? Assuming that we're back. Hey, what's up, Zaradu? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna see if I can access my stream. Are we back? Can you guys hear me? We're back? Okay. I have no fucking idea what happened there. But this like weird network thing popped up. I'm not on Wi-Fi, so that's not a thing. I thought I was getting hacked. This is actually the brand of my router, so my guess is that my router, like, for some reason, man-in-the-middled me. Maybe the firmware updated and it just like rebooted and was like, "Yo, this is your life now." But I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if there's some setting that you're like, maybe I can look at the logs and see if it rebooted. Is there an uptime? But anyway, I guess we're back. Thank you, Zaradu, for the follow. Good to have you. Welcome to the stream. Sorry that my network is all over the place for some reason today. Where the fuck are the logs? I just want to know whether what just happened. USB traffic meter? No, I don't think that's it. Web services management? No, I don't think that's it either. Administration logs, here we go. Logs. Today is July 1st. Admin login from me. Internet disconnected. At 11:45. Oh, that was a while ago. DHCP got reset. That was at 11. Oh, wait, it's in a different time zone. Okay, so it's off by an hour. LAN access from remote. That seems not good. I should maybe lock that down. Oh no, I think I have LAN access disabled. That's weird. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I guess we're back. Oh boy. But yeah, you know, my gnome freaked out. Like all sorts of shit just happened. Let's see, what did I miss on chat? Jodaba says, I need one of those kinesis boards. They're pretty nice. I like it so far. Binary says, same problems or same bugs and fixes? I forget, honestly. That was before the network apocalypse. But good to see you guys back. Mobile internet? No, I'm wired. This is, you know, wired all the way to the to the ground, so I don't really know what happens here. And everyone's saying that we're back. Mindful Fox saying your headache disrupted the internet. Yeah, I just used my Psyduck mind power, and like completely fucked up the the internet. Yo, that was my first thought as a Faza and Hagatas, is that I got hacked. Like, seems odd here. Angel X says, is there an alternative JQ on macOS? You can brew install JQ, I think. Oh, do I have... Let me see. Let me see if my Mac is up. I think I forgot to start it again. Attached devices. I've got my desktop. We have this device that I don't recognize. We have my two switches that are named differently for some reason. We have Babi Box, which is my VM, and a MacBook Pro. Why is there a MacBook Pro connected? But no, my Mac has not started. But you can brew install JQ and use JQ that way. Zardu says some routers redirect to a hard-coded error page when they lose a connection. I hated that about my previous router. I guess that's what happened here, or my guess here. Best World TV says my router doesn't even say anything. Dead routers tell no tales. Sarcastic Dante says, okay, no clue what's happening here. Okay, let's look at this. Oh, yeah, so I think what happens here is inside Docker, these will be different paths for some reason. I like how it matches neither of the paths. That's amazing. Like what? What are you doing? Maybe GitLab has particular caching constraints, like on what directories it'll cache. Maybe there's like a workspace that it gives you. GitLab CI cache workspace. Cache pip. Let's just do cache pip. That should surely be something that someone else has done. Pip. Pip. This is matching pipeline. This is going to be a useless thing. Maybe pip install. CI projector. Oh. Really? You can only cache inside the repository? That seems super fucking broken. This is so dumb. Is there not another directory that it gives you access to? GitLab. Oh, I realize you guys can't see that because the text is so small. GitLab CI environment variables. It looks like I've Googled this before. Oops, I meant to zoom in this page. Predefined environment variables. Did it? I just want a list. There we go. Chat channel. Oops. Commit message. Commit. Excuse me. Sorry. Config path. Holy shit! There's a lot of stuff here. Pull request. I'm just looking for a directory that's not the root directory. Job URL. Kubernetes. Merge request. Blah blah blah. Pages, pipeline. Projector. This is the one that is the build directory. The full path to where the repository is cloned and where the job is run if the GitLab runner's buildStir parameter set is variable set relative to the value of buildStir. So my guess is you could maybe use buildStir. Project ID, project name. The namespace with the project name. Why is that different than project dir? Oh, this is probably the remote path? Maybe that's all you can do. Maybe I shouldn't have closed that dude's pull request. But, you know, .cache is probably a better name for it than the name that they used. Yeah, I guess there's no other way to do it. You gotta cache inside the thing. I guess like Dante says it works fine with a variable. Really? Oh, but this says no matching files. Oh, but this says found a bunch of files. Ship it then, man. That sounds like it worked. Jeddah says you should give me the hookup with one of these keyboards. I mean, I have a link. They haven't given me discount codes yet because they're not actually shipping during COVID. So they'll eventually I'll eventually have discount codes, but I don't currently have them now. Oh, my bot died too. Makes sense. Bye. You're supposed to. Someone has made my bot unkillable. But pro tip, guys. Pro tip: when Control-C won't kill something, you can use this super awesome trick, Control \\, which sends sig quit instead of sig int. and that'll allow you to interrupt stuff. So that should allow you to do uptime. And it reset my uptime, so now my stream time is all sorts of messed up. But yeah, control /, super awesome pro tip. I definitely went through like years of CS before somebody showed me that, and like actually I think it was my intern at Yelp showed me that, which was just like fucking mind-blowing, just like a complete game changer. Malcolm98 asks, did you suck at your first job? How did you deal with your inexperience? So to be honest, I didn't really suck at my first job, because I had been programming for a really long time, like outside of work, and like, you know, learned a lot about how. Well, actually, my first job I was hired as a QA and like a QA person, so like not actually doing any programming stuff. But then I switched. Well, I automated my entire internship and then switched to doing development. But yeah, so I didn't really suck at my first job. Unfortunately, I don't have a good answer for that. But like honestly, your first job should not be about like, you should not really be worrying about your inexperience. Like you should be prioritizing learning and getting better at your skills, like making yourself a better engineer than, you know, worrying about your output or other stuff like that. Especially like your first internship or your first job, like your focus should be on making yourself better, and like building out your own repertoire. But as if Azza says, hacked by the DeviantArt people who found your Sonic fanfic and weren't happy with the ending. Yes. RKJ says, my ISP had some sort of bullshit DNS hijacking enabled by the default on the router. Ooh, that's some sketchy shit. Hakatos says, I've done private work projects and they said I have to rewrite some old website for clients with some custom charts, dynamic map, and other shit that I don't want to do for some reason, although it looks like an interesting project. Feels bad, man. Oh yeah, when you were talking about burnout. Yes. I feel you on that. Sometimes like things can look like an interesting project and still like be really hard to be motivated to work on them. Hey, what's up, Sirac14? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Best World TV says, some employers don't really care if you suck as long as it doesn't mean you can't actually perform your job. The people matter a lot, so if you're looking to constantly improve and you can see that you're developing yourself, then it's all good. Yeah, I agree. Makes a lot of sense to me. Hey, what's up, King Jinx Runner? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what's up, Chawa Babaya? Welcome back. Hello, hello. Sarcastic Dante says, not like this. Hey, what's up, Fevendale, who says, Lyft sucks. I mean, they were alright to work at. And, you know, their service is fine, I guess. Sometimes it's a little expensive, but it was kind of unfortunate, like, how, you know, how they let a bunch of people go, but, you know, when your business is struggling, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Chat, excited about my control / hacks? What? Pro tip? Yeah, it's pretty good. Elamapla says, can you see the Better TV / Franker, whatever FFC stands for, emotes in your chat client? No, I'm just using vanilla chat, so I don't, unfortunately I don't see your Monka S. And I definitely don't see them in my terminal because the terminal doesn't render any emotes. I kind of want to change my terminal thing to do emotes at some point, although my current terminal emulator does not support i3M. And actually, I was talking to a friend the other day that was like, hey, do you think you would ever implement a terminal emulator? And I was like, no, but now I'm thinking about it. Hey, what's up, Loderick? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it would be cool if I could get like i3M support to get images in the terminal, and then I could have emotes actually show up, which would be kind of cool. Negler says, control / that one's going in the book. It's a pretty good tip, right? I actually have a list of other pro tips that you guys may also find helpful. I really should put this into a video. I don't know why I haven't done that yet, although maybe I could take this and make 10 videos out of it. Get really milk those YouTube views. Hey, what's up, Mr. Willow Street? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But these are things that I wish I had known earlier in programming. I'll just link this in chat. You guys can check it out. But like there's, you know, then again, I spent 4 years working in a terminal before I realized that you could tab complete. So there were a lot of things that I wish I knew earlier. But somebody showed me tab at my second job, and I was like, motherfucker. I look like a real idiot right now. But yeah, here's some cool stuff. Control R is a reverse search for commands. FC and XE are to open an editor to edit commands in Bash. Bang bang will give you the previous command that you ran, so it's often useful if you want to do sudo bang bang. Bang dollar will give you the last segment of the previous command, so if you're like editing some file and then you want to run it immediately afterwards, this is useful. I use this one a lot. Control V allows you to pass a literal character, so this, you know, doesn't get used all that often, but sometimes you want to type a literal tab, and so you can do Control V and then type a tab. Control backslash, here's the pro tip that we just showed. This solid sigquit instead of sigint. Pressing Y on a GitHub page will give you a permalink. This was like one that somebody showed me and I was like, this is amazing. But like say I wanted to link to this one line of code, and you can see in this URL that it just links to master at line 4. And if you were to like insert code or delete code above it, this line 4 would suddenly point to some other code, and you really don't want that. So you can press Y on your keyboard, and that will change this URL to a permalink. And so now whenever somebody views this link, it'll always point at this particular line of code. Of course, unless like somebody, you know, deletes the repository, but it's basically a permalink. But anyway, that's my little pro tips list. I guess I should probably add another one that I learned recently. Control Shift U, and then if you type the Unicode code for it and press enter, it allows you to type Unicode characters. So you can get, you know, smiley face, or sorry, that's a snowman. You can do 1F643, which is upside down smiley face. Those are the only 2 code points that I have memorized. But well, we can add that one to the list. Add some more pro tips. Bash, Control plus Shift plus U. This allows you to type a Unicode code point on the terminal more easily. So for example, this key sequence, KBD Control plus Shift plus U, KBD, and then KBD 2603 will give you, copy paste this from my terminal, will give you Mr. Snowman. Control Shift U 2603. Oh, I guess you need to do enter afterwards. KBD. I think my neighbor is making food because it smells really good in my house right now. Anyway, I'm a little bit hungry right now. That's the way things go, I guess. Arthina says, you nagged all the devs as a QA, so you made them one of them. Well, I just wrote a bunch of really good code that automated my entire internship, and they're like, well, we no longer have work for you to do, and it seems like you code, so let's just make you do developer stuff instead. So I did development instead. Element Plus says, gotta find an internship that'll take me in the first place. I see. Yeah, that is kind of the tricky part. Element Plus says, what's the chance a company takes a hardware guy for software? I mean, if you show enough, like, enough initiative and, like, you know, as long as you're, like, honestly, for, like, first internships or, like, software internships, like, they're really just looking for, like, good intuition and, like, the ability to learn, and not necessarily looking for, you know, stuff like that. Lonark says, Internet code, good day, sir. I'm from India. I won't buy your source code lift. I'll give you $500, okay. Are you trying to buy my lift? I mean, I don't have lift source code. I have open source code. Also, I don't think you could buy lift source code for only $500. I feel like, you know, it would probably garner a little bit more than a $500 bounty for their entire source code. But QBShock says, as you have Aetherite's code / explains and YouTube channel, maybe you should create some FAQ with some basic, not too private stuff about yourself, like the earlier question. Yes, I do actually plan to put together more of my. I didn't have time to do this for this stream, but I do have some ideas in the pipeline on some FAQ like topics similar to that question above, where like. FAQ like how I got into programming, some stuff about like my job history, my education background, other stuff like that. I have already put up some YouTube videos on my YouTube channel that are FAQ like content, so stuff about like my channel, my operating system, and that sort of stuff. There's not many. There's only 2 videos in this FAQ playlist, which is like stuff like, what is your operating system, what is your text editor, and why is it not Vim? That's that sort of deal. But yeah, Elma Plaza says it rendered the thinking emote though. Oh yeah, so any of the emotes that you get here in chat that are like built-in Unicode emotes will render properly. So those will work fine. If you take upside down smiley face and throw him in chat, you'll see that works just fine. Malcolm says, did you miss Windows when changing to Linux? Did I miss Windows? The answer is no, not really. Like Windows and Linux are pretty similar to me. Like most of my difference was around like keyboard shortcuts and stuff. I'm much happier developing on Linux than I am on Windows, and so that was a positive. There's always like some stuff that doesn't work like super well, but yeah, I do use Windows, and I mean, I don't really miss it, I guess, when I work in Linux. Jodaba says, tab complete was day 1 for me. Well, I mean, I guess you're smarter than I was, Jodaba. But yeah, I spent 4 years in terminal stuff, like not doing tab completion. Hey, what's up, Ellen Bloom? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Pavan Kumar P says, I don't understand how Control-R works in Tmux. I mean, I assume it just works the same as like, as it does in normal Bash. Tmux is just a terminal multiplexer, so it really just runs your terminal software and forwards along the key presses to that. And so, when Bash sees the escape sequence for Control-R, then it enters this special mode. And it uses your Bash history in order to handle this. So like this reverse search is looking through my Bash history. And so if we do, history grep pre-c, you'll see that the most recent one is the one that it had picked for my tab completion here. So it grabbed this particular history entry. So it should still work unless you have some like weird Tmux setup. Tuberum says, so that's why you type so fast. Yes. Wait, you're subbed to Juice, but not to me, Tubeworm? What gives, buddy? Oh, you gotta... Oh, wait, no, I think I gave you a gift sub. Never mind. I think I know how this happened. Angel says, is there a good way to echo a backtick and use variables in a bash string? So the trick that I use is you can switch quotes in the middle. So you can use hard quotes, which are single quotes, to give you a backtick, and then you can switch to double quotes, like home, and then you can switch back to single quotes. So this will do a backtick, and then this variable, and then a backtick. So that's kind of the trick there, and you can just butt these up next to each other. If you don't butt them up next to each other, you get a space there, and you don't want that space probably. But yeah, you can switch quote types here. You could also backslash escape it, if I remember correctly. Can you put that in quotes, though? Yeah, so you can backslash escape it in Bash. I believe this is a Bashism. I don't think this works in Vanilla Shell, but yeah, it is a thing. QBShock says, for Control-R, I recommend FZF for Fuzzy Finder. Yeah, the Fuzzy Finder is pretty good. I'm so far behind on chat. I'm 8 minutes behind on chat. I will catch up, guys. I promise. Summersoft says, I always go the long way and click copy permalink on the line itself. Is there a thing for that? Is that new? on GitHub. Is that new? That does not sound like a thing that I have seen before. Click on a line. Where is the button for that? Oh, is it this thing? Oh yeah, this is new. This wasn't always here. But that's cool. I didn't know this is a thing. Let's see. Thank you for that tip, Summersoft, by the way. IndoNX says U2060. Control-Shift-U 2060. Oh, you've given me a 0-width space, I see. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Pagatas says, there's a Twitter for CLI magic shit. I see. Nice. Ellen Plus says, if I want to work at nice tech companies, though, wouldn't my resume be filtered out by ATS? I don't know what ATS means. I mean, not necessarily. It's really about, like, you know, how much effort you put in and like what stuff you demonstrate. It's not necessarily like the companies that you work at. It's really just like how much, you know, how much you can demonstrate and how much you can sell yourself. Like even if you work at like kind of a no-name company, you could still use that to project further, I guess. Hey, what's up, Void Rose? Hello, hello, welcome back. Who says hello, hello, Anthony? Welcome back to the stream. Yes. Denny1111 says, how do you feel about Emacs? I've used it before. I think Sarcastic Dante convinced me to use it via like donation or something at some point, which I struggled through it. It kind of worked. Matthew says, is there a way to know what the trailing white space hook has modified on pre-commit? Yes, if you do, I mean, it should like end up giving you an output at the end. So if you know, have trailing white space and you add that and you run git commit, or I guess we can just do pre-commit run trailing white space, right? Trailing white space, and you'll see that files were modified by this hook. Unfortunately, pre-commit doesn't actually know what things were modified. It just knows that a modification occurred at all. And you can do get diff after that is run, and it'll show the white space change here. Now, of course, it's highlighted red, so it's kind of difficult to see, but that is a thing there. But yes, Gunmovie says halfway from the grand prize, indeed. Ellen says, what if I created Python programs that solved hardware-related questions? That seems rather simple, though, since I'd just be using some if statements, but it seems a bit simple compared to what other projects are doing. I mean, it's something you could do. I mean, writing code, make it happen, I guess. Sounds interesting to me. Hagatas says, I thought caret and nano meant the shift key. No, it means the control key. Elma Plus says, I guess C++ would probably be better for that, though. Potentially. I mean, you could do it in whatever language works. Superb says, that's how it happened. Yes, I guess I did give you. I did give you that gift sub. It was me. Mr. Ben MH says, what virtualization software do you use for Linux? I will link my YouTube video for this. Actually, if you do bang FAQ in chat, you can get a direct link to that. Oops, that's not how you spell FAQ. FAQ. There we go. And so there's a YouTube video on my channel that talks about my setup and stuff like that. So you can check that out there. Summersoft says, not new. I've been using it for a couple of years. Well, not new being relative. Yeah, I've been on GitHub for like almost 10 years now. So I'm an oldie, so it may be like a few-year-old feature, and I still just don't know about it. Probably because I've used this other feature instead. Sarcastic Dante says build slash. Oh yeah, pre-commit does not expand the tilde there. I see what happened there. Yeah, that's fun. I guess that makes sense why that worked. That's kind of silly though. KVV says, you devil you, how can you make someone use Emacs? Marius Urbella says, what is this emote? Ain't broke, don't fix. Nice. I like that. That's pretty good. Not dumb. Got bot triggered on GNU plus Emacs, indeed.
I was promised mukbang.
Juice says in premium chat that I was promised mukbang. I have just received a delivery to my room, which is lunch for me. So I was not smelling my neighbor. It was coming from it was coming from inside all along. But now I have a salad for lunch here, which I'm actually kind of hungry. So I'm gonna eat a little bit and try and talk through chat at the same time. We'll see how this goes. But it actually looks amazing. Look at this. Let me put this on the primary cam. This one. Look at the salad. It is, I believe it's oranges with grilled cheese and toasted almonds on, you know, a salad base. Oh, it looks so good. Looks so good. But let me switch back to, oops, not that one. But yeah, I'm gonna eat a little bit because I'm like super hungry. So sorry about this, guys. You're gonna have me eating for a little bit. But it looks so good. Hey, what's up, Dark Polarm? Welcome to the stream. I see you're a member of Soding's chat. With the oh wait, why is his Vim emote an Emacs icon? That doesn't make any sense to me. And the PHP emote, as always. What is this link? What do you have from me on Twitter, RKJ? As an Emacs user about to turn 40, this Hacker News post hurt a lot. I think Vim became so popular because its only real competitor is generally not usable except by middle-aged computer scientists. Oh, that's fucking funny. I like that. Huey Shock says, I was just manipulated to go for a snack with only 1K. Best World TV says, any chicken or bacon in that? I am a pescatarian, so I don't actually eat chicken or bacon. So no, it does not contain either of those things. But I do consume fish, so I'm a little bit different there. Ellen Plas says, new to software, haven't heard of Rust yet. You haven't heard of Rust yet? Don't say that too loud or you'll get the Church of Rust after you. I guess it's not as bad as like the Church of what's the other one? The Church of Go. I feel like there is actually like a creepy church following around that as well. Cuz that's, you know, that's how Go goes, I guess. Okay, but let's see if I can actually write some code while eating food. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to do on this stream after I did that release... Oh, I was going to make a tweet about it. I just released precommit 2.6.0. This adds support for Ruby on Windows. One of the oldest issues in the tracker. It just had its 5th birthday before being squashed. This has support for hashtag Ruby. Oh, what did I do? What button did I press? F2. We don't need that. Precommit. I hate that they moved. Oh, this is where the release is. That makes sense. I just release. I can grammars. Oh, this is gonna reply to someone. I don't want to do like this. I've learned this the hard way. If you're on someone else's page and you make a tweet, it just replies to them, which is just super dumb. I just released precommit 2.6.0. This adds support for Ruby on Windows, one of the oldest issues in the tracker. It just had its 5th birthday before being squashed. And then I want to link this, which is the changelog. Check out the changelog. Changelot. That's another typo that I do all the time. But yeah, anyway. little tweeter. Michael Fox says, "What is on the menu today, chef?" Well, I didn't make this. It was delivered to my room. So, but it's a really fancy salad. It's real good. Knackle Eric says, "Look out, Vim. There's a new Zoomer text editor called Babi." So, funny story about that. I was on the Primogen's channel the other day. Twitch.tv, is it the Primogen? The Primogen? Did I spell it wrong? How do you spell his channel? A-E-N? A-N? Prime E-A-G? How the fuck do you spell Primogen's name? Anyway, I was on Primogen's channel the other day, and I actually showed Primogen something about Vim, if you can believe it. And it had to do with like regex replaces and stuff like that. But I got to throw some shade at Vim in the chat because Vim doesn't support extended regexes out of the box. So I had to shit on him because Babi supports extended regexes out of the box and has much better regex support than Vim does. Mods are asleep. Why is there a bot in the channel? Bye. Microsoft says, Rust is all about security. Even Microsoft now uses it for their projects. They do indeed. Hey, what's up, Ornog Live 4? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Michael Fox says, hell yeah, Babi is hip indeed. Go or Erlang? Oh yeah, there's the Church of Erlang as well. Best World TV says, I've seen the power of Rust, and it looks amazing, to be honest. Never written anything in it myself, though. Yeah, I've written a couple of small things in it, but nothing substantial yet. But let's play with this new flag in oniguruma. KKOS oniguruma. Autogen and configure prefix equals ewd/prefix and make -j4. So we'll let that build. While that's building, I'm gonna take another bite of my delicious salad. Also, you guys are gonna have to tell me if my music stops playing, because it definitely just did, and I can't hear it because I have my headphones off. Oh, indeed, I don't engage in language bashing anymore. Yeah, I don't really, do so much language bashing myself either. But sometimes I'll talk about trade-offs with languages. I'm not gonna be like, go fucking sucks because it doesn't have generics. Like, I'll be like, well, I prefer not to use. I would prefer if Go had support for generics or something like that. And like one that I find that a lot of people like to bash on that I actually think is like not the worst language is PHP. I actually would not be here if it weren't for PHP. So like, and I accept its faults. Like it has an extremely large, root namespace and a lot of functions in the global scope that like, maybe shouldn't be in the global scope, but I would not be here if it weren't for PHP, because a lot of the original code that I wrote was PHP code. Hey, what's up, Zizep? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Ellen Plas says, I'll check out Rust. Microsoft is one of the places where I hope to work. I think you could end up at Microsoft. I think anyone could end up at Microsoft. And then everyone in chat showed me how to spell Primogen, because I don't fucking know how to spell his name. Best World TV says, salad made by a better half or nice parents, or do you have a private chef? I do have a private chef. E-A-G-E-N. I was so close. I would have gotten there eventually. Ornog Life Force says no. Oh, are you the bot? Are you the bot lord? Oh, you are the bot lord. How does it work? What the fuck? What is all this code? I thought it was like a Markov generator, but it seems to just be like mash up random words together. Interesting. Interesting. My Fox says my bot was just learning to be human, Pepe Hands. Yeah. RJ says there's no need to engage in language mashing now that Rust exists. We have found the Lord and Savior. It is our Rust. JB Pratt asks, do pescatarians draw the line at certain fish, something like a cephalopod? I consume shellfish as well, so I don't know. I think I draw the line at like, you know, is it a fish? Although, like, I don't think I would eat whale or dolphin. I don't think I would eat shark either. Are sharks? They're osteichthyes. They're not considered fish, are they? Osteichthyes. Bony fishes. Oh wait, no, this is non-sharks. These is normal fishes. What am I think? What are sharks then? Why is this so big? Shark classification. That's what we want. I want the full kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species sort of deal. That's time periods. Here we go. Chondrichthyes, that's what I was thinking of, which are cartilaginous fishes. I don't know that I would eat a shark. That seems like maybe drawing the line, maybe? I don't know. Let's see, PHP 7 is not that bad though. So the PHP that I learned was PHP 3, so if that gives you like some date and context and like what sort of PHP I learned, that's, you know, kind of where I've come from there. Element Blast says private chef. Wait, actually? I mean, maybe. Unidroid says seeing that food is making me hungry, but it's 2 a.m. here. It's really good. Like, this is probably one of the best salads I've ever had. It's that good. Zyzep says, what do you think of GitHub's new layout? I think for the most part, it's fine. I think there are 2 things that I don't like. And I'll show you those 2 things. The first is when the window is narrow, which this is the default view on mobile, and like, you know, when I open my Twitch stream to start, this is the view that I get. This is collapsed by default, which I find is really annoying because I go to GitHub to look at code, and if I can't look at code, what the fuck am I doing? But you have to click this button to do that, which is a little bit annoying. I wonder what happens if you do this. Oh, okay, at least it stays. The other thing that I don't like is they have hidden the commit message. Because I find that information, like, this is when I open up a GitHub page, I'm basically like, I want to see what the last thing that somebody did here. This is where my mind like always jumps, like, oh, when's the last time they committed and what did they do? But now I have to like click on this and like expand this out, and that's, oh, at least they added this. This wasn't here in the first version of the redesign. So maybe I can complain a little bit less about it. Like, I can at least click through to it. Okay, I can at least click through to it, which maybe is less bad. But, you know, it used to just say this on the line there, and that would be, you know, that would be better. If you make it big enough, you can see the commit message. Really? All right, we're gonna make it really big off screen though. Oh, we gotta refresh so that it's not derpy. How big do I have to make it? I think you're pulling my leg. I really think you're pulling my leg. Because this is like hilariously, this window is so wide right now, and it's still not showing it. How do I do this? How can I tell how wide a window is? Let's see, console, window. Let's see, document dot inner width. No, document dot width. How do I get the width? Window dot inner width. There we go. Window dot inner width. We're looking at a window that is. Oh no! Oh no! I have resized the wrong window. This window is 4,500 pixels wide, so I don't think that's true, Angelite X. It would be nice if it were true, but it does not appear to be true. Best World TV says, some people like to have an absurd car or huge boat, others just want a private chef. Indeed. Huckenhouse says, if Microsoft uses Rust, does it mean that there will be Visual Studio for Rust? Maybe. Maybe. DB the Gray says, how do you get chat from Twitch to your terminal like that? So I wrote a bot that runs in my chat. If you do bang bot, you can get a link to it. But basically it connects over the IRC-like protocol that Twitch uses for chat. And I wrote some special code to do like coloring and badges and other stuff like that. But it is code that I wrote, which is pretty cool. Denny111 says, I like octopuses. I go back and forth on octopus. I find that a lot of the time it's really poorly prepared, and so it isn't that good. The thing about octopuses, though, is they're really smart, so sometimes I feel a little bit bad about eating them. But if they're prepared properly, and it's not like super, what's the word, chewy, then it's real good. Grill it properly, or like sous vide is another way to do it that turns out pretty good. But oh no, that bite was a little wild. But I don't know, I do eat, squid and octopus, but they are pretty smart relative to other stuff. Best World TV says, sharks are not a fish, no. I mean, they're cartilaginous. Cartilaginous? Something like that. But yeah. DHTM says, yo, Anthony, what are you eating? This is a salad. It is grilled cheese with oranges and toasted almonds on greens, leafy greens. Vertically big. Oh, I can't make it. Well, I could make it vertically big. Is the new design still beta? It might give some feedback. No, I believe it is fully launched now. Michael Fox says the commit message is too long. I don't think it's that. It's not that long. Full screen all the time. No auto expansion. Denny111 says, why did you make -J4? So J4 is, or the J parameter to make is job count. So it'll use multiple processes to run the make job. And since this is a C project, you can kind of naively parallelize a lot of the build. And so I just said, hey, make, run 4 jobs at once. And I want to say I gave 5 processors to this, this VM. Yeah, I've given this 5 processors. I probably could have done like make -J8 and it would have been fast and like still not diminishing returns on speed, because most of the time is spent on IO, surprisingly. But G-Spec0 says, how much are you paying for your private chef? I don't know, just takes a couple gift subs, and that's all I really paid for my private chef. Arthena says, GitHub just wants to be wide people happy. Yeah. Zyzep says, I hate that they moved the top header to the right of the code and that it's not having auto width. Yeah, that part is a little bit annoying too. Okay, I do, like, I just tried to find this releases tab and spent a bunch of time being like, where the fuck did it go? I really like this view. I like that it, you know, shows icons of contributors now. I think this is a good call out. I also like that they moved the languages thing because I felt like it wasn't super important to be like up at the top and like the primary thing here. I also like that you can kind of write a little bit more in your about text now. I don't know, I like most of the stuff in this right tab except for releases. I think they could get rid of tags here and put releases and I'd be happier. But I don't know. I think it's mostly good. Hey, what's up, Cartiro Duo? Wait. Cartiro du Universo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. TB the Grey says, thanks for the GitHub link. Yeah, no problem. Json Spec Hero says, I feel really bad about eating octopus too. Yeah. Yeah. Baniar says, I was thinking of converting that Twitch script from WeChat to Ursi. That Twitch script. Which one? Which one are you talking about? Oh, you mean like my bot, so that you could run it on an IRC channel? It should work out of the box on an IRC channel, but it might need a little bit of work there. Because, like, I don't know, there's some Twitch-specific stuff that it does. Danny1111 says, by the way, any idea why GitHub went down? That was chaotic for Europe at least. It was early in the morning. GitHub goes down a lot. Let's see, githubstatus.com. Sometimes they update why, but very rarely they do. But you can see, like, they have pretty frequent outages. An interesting statistic that I saw recently, though, is that GitHub's outages have increased by 41% since they were acquired by Microsoft. I'm not sure that you know, is a correlation causation deal, but it does seem like an interesting statistic to me. But they've been having a rough couple of months. But yeah, sometimes they tell why in here. It looks like they didn't this time, but that's the way things go. Okay. Let me do this in the other tab so that you guys can actually see it. But yeah, we're gonna try and add that other flag to this now. Bin ctx oniguruma prefix. Are you fucking me? This not build? Oh, I forgot to do make install. Make install. Okay, so now bin ctx. This should work now, yes. And then I'll do bash, and then export ps1 equals oniguruma ps1, so that I know that this is the special tab. Pip install dot, pip install pytest. So let's make sure that our tests still work after I've bumped the version, and they do, and that's pretty good. And then we're going to add support for that new flag that the upstream just added, which will be pretty cool. Summersoft says, I could buy causation. The Azure integration is likely full tilt at this moment. I would be surprised if they moved their data center setup, because I'm pretty sure all of their stuff is just served out of their own data centers. I don't think they're using... Actually, no, they are using AWS for at least asset storage. I don't know. It's been a while since I've known intimate details about the GitHub architecture, so I don't know that I can actually speak on that anymore. Videra says, what's a better markup language for projects, YAML or JSON? Oh... I feel like I fucking hate all configuration languages. I feel like they're all kind of bad. My, like, ideal world would be to use JSON 5, which is like a modification of JSON. And actually, was that you, RKJ, that was working on this? Python implementation of this? But JSON 5 is basically JSON, but you can have escape to new lines, single quotes, unquoted keys, comments, and additional literal types. And trailing commas, the big one, trailing commas. Don't need to bring down websites based on trailing comments anymore. I think this would be like my ideal configuration format. Like I would love to be able to use this in more places. But I guess it needs a little bit more support, but it's pretty good. The problem with YAML is it's too complicated. I actually say that one of my biggest regrets with pre-commit is that I picked YAML as a configuration because it's super fucking complicated. But yeah, I don't know. It really depends on your situation. Like if you're entirely writing configuration for machines, like JSON is great. If you're running it for people, YAML is probably a slightly better choice because, you know, it's a little bit more human readable, writable. But I don't know. JL says in quotes, "Are you fucking me?" What? No. I probably said that. I say that a lot. Anyone says, "I'm witnessing this, but when I changed ownership of the repo and I pushed from the new account, the commits say it was made from the old one." So your commits will be tied to the username or the email address of the user that you are pushing from. So if like, you know, for instance, my old commits that are acetilli@yelp.com way back when, those are still associated with my current account. And moving a repo around isn't going to change that. Hey, what's up, Lizer DJ? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Kiwi Shock says, about octopus, do not type octopus ASMR on YouTube. You have all been warned. Is it just a lot of suck? Is that what it's about? Denny111 says, it's more Pythonic. What do you mean by complicated in terms of parsing? Alright, let's talk about the JSON spec. This is the JSON spec. This is the entire JSON spec. You can fit this basically on a business card. It is like, you know, this much text. Now if we look at the YAML spec, 1.2, let's do a PDF so we can get like a number of pages here. And you'll see that this is 84 fucking pages to specify all of YAML. And there's some just fucking wild stuff in here. Like, and Python import YAML. Do you guys know what this string does? Do you know what this loads as? x:tilde. I'll give you a hint, the tilde is optional. It does the same thing whether or not you have the tilde there. If any of you guessed null, you'd be right. Oh, we should use safe load. x:tilde, just to show that it still works with safe load. Tilde is an alias for null. Also, if you just like forget to put a value there, just have yaml.load, you know, you accidentally have a trailing colon, that's also null. The word yes is true, of course. Capital no is false. So if you had a list of, you know, countries like, you know, DECHNO, maybe they're all European countries. This, of course, is the behavior that I wanted. Yep, those are strings. Oh, false, not a string. What are some of the other ones? Oh, version numbers being accidentally floating point if they're only 2 digits. That's another one that's kind of annoying. Anyway, there's a lot of ways that YAML makes it really easy to just like shoot yourself in the face. Like not even in the foot, just like point the gun at my face and please pull the trigger. That sort of deal. Hey, what's up, Boris8819? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing great. I've got a salad. I'm slowly eating through it. Room says you can write one thing in 7 different ways in YAML. You could probably write in like 20 different ways in YAML. It's pretty wild. Summer Stuff says YAML is deep. Gabriel Pratt says, nah, there's some sick shit on YouTube with cephalopods. I saw a video of a woman eating things alive She salted the slug. Interesting. I haven't read enough on Toml yet, but it looks like any to me. Yeah, Toml is basically like any but with structures. Yoda Droid says YAML is a superset of JSON. Valid JSON is valid YAML. YAML parsers can read JSON. So you're implying that we should use YAML everywhere. Yeah, I'm sorry that I just like blew your fucking minds on all this like terrible YAML shit. Oh, you want to see another fun one? I don't think this works in Python 3 anymore, but I made a YouTube video about this a really long time ago. Videos, no, probably playlists. This one. And these videos are super fucking cringy, but actually I think I can just show you the code on GitHub. GitHub, Anthony writes code. Episodes. This is back when I did actual presentations and like put work into this shit, but I just don't have time for that anymore. Yeah, so in YAML, excuse me, if you have this in Python 2, actually let's just do this. Virtualenv venv. Oh no, it needs to be Python 2. RMRF, VM, and actually this only works with old PyEv, so this is a little bit older. But this is part of the spec, and it could continue to work. Python 2 virtualenv, pip install YAML less than 4, because they changed the API in version 4. PyYAML, not YAML. Oh, it's got to build it from source, that's annoying. And import YAML. You can do YAML.load with this, and guess what? PyYAML will pop a shell. Oh wait, what? Could not determine a constructor. Wait a minute, did they fix this? Oh wait, we need to actually give it a value, maybe? Why does this not work anymore? Which Python version? Maybe it was fixed in 3.13? I swore this used to work. Import YAML. Oh, I'm typing Python 3 like a dummy. I did this the other day too. Import YAML, YAML.load, this thing, and we got a system shell. You can even just do, oh, what did I do there? That's not what I want. You can even just put bash here and look, now I'm in a shell. We popped a shell with YAML. Anyway, YAML is great. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. There's a good website for this, Denny111, about your floating point thing. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. I just have to look up this floating point website, but 3.0.0.0.0.4.com is about floating point math and other floating point things. But yeah, it totally makes sense. What you should do for what you're talking about there is import decimal. As much as I now hate this module because the maintainer is a fucking asshole. Plus decimal.decimal 0.2 equals decimal.decimal 0.3. So that works. But you know, your example 0.1 plus 0.2 equals 0.3, oops, 0.3 is false. And the way that you usually work with this is you use the floating point epsilon, float dot, is it in the math module? Python floating point epsilon. Hey, what's up? Oh, it's Dean. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Is there a value for this? sys.floatinfo.epsilon. That's not where I would have expected this. Import sys.floatinfo.epsilon. And so what you would do here is 0.1 plus 0.2. You do absolute value of 0.1 plus 0.2 minus 0.3 is less than sys.floatinfo.epsilon. And this is how you would check your equality. Wait a minute. Is it this? Wait a minute. This is not what I expect. Weird. Anyway, usually you use floating point epsilons to do this. I guess the epsilon value is not what I expect, or like slightly off what I expect here. Hey, what's up, Pragmatic Lou? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. Oh, I did 1 point. Thank you, chat. There we go. Yeah, so here's how you would use the floating point epsilon to check for, you know, error value there. Sorry about that. Thank you for correcting me there. But yeah. Ardino says, let's write this 80-page spec. All will think it's well thought through. Yeah. Woodrow says, what made you pick YAML for pre-commit? Was it just random? There were other things that I was using in YAML at the time, and it was before I realized how fucking complicated and kind of crazy YAML is. So it was before that I knew better things. Holy shit! We just got a giant raid. Hey, what's up, Soning? A party of 125. Hello, everyone that's here right now. So I guess let's talk about what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna put my salad away, and we're gonna write some actual codes since we actually have people here now. But hello raiders, welcome to the stream. We're working on. This is gonna sound super like wacky, but we're working on a regular expression library. Hey, what's up, Sapio1 and Joda Lambda and Jill Christian? Thank you all for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. Mine's going well. We're working on this library called oniguruma, which is a particular flavor of regular expressions. It's used in Ruby and some other things. But I have a wrapper of this library for Python called onigurumacffi. It's basically a C foreign function interface wrapper. And I recently asked the upstream to add a small little feature to allow me to toggle the some of the regex flags at runtime. And we're just pulling in the latest version and trying out some of those changes to see how they work. Hey, what's up, LazeWatch and Crypto Lake? Thank you both for the follow. I am currently super far behind on chat, so I will try and catch up and try and get to your rating messages soon. Let me actually just like zip through chat real fast. Safe load is the default in YAML now? Yes, it's true. Also, apply is not a thing in Python 3, so that's why that was not working. The real reason to use a split keyword is to be able to fit a bowl/plate between it. Yeah, that's true as well. Asafaza says, I'm sorry, but why the fuck is that possible? Yeah, because decimals and floating points. Hey, what's up, Frozen Alex and Coterie Voter? Wait, Coder Voter. Oh, that's good. I like that. And Matt Rambles and Spooky Coder. Thank you all for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have all of you. Appreciate you guys all stopping by. The Endless River says, hello, how are you doing? I had a great day making good progress on my thesis and listening to Pink Floyd all day. That sounds great, the Endless River. It's good that you're making progress there. Decimal. Yeah, I said that a bunch. Had I accepted, I'd control 2/3 of the decimal market now. Yeah, that's a reference to a spicy thread that was that we talked about last stream. Floating point arithmetic was a mistake, but it's convenient. Thank you guys for catching my typo there. All right, we're to the raiders now. How's it going? And Parsit's here. How's it going? Hello to everyone. Okay, wacky regexes. Yes, that's what we're working on. So, the particular thing on one of these tabs in here somewhere. Where is the tab? This one. So there's this regex engine adds a few new a few new ways to match regular expressions. So import, let's see, from onigurumacffi, import compile, and compile regset. So one of the flags that this thing adds, or one of the anchors that it adds is \a and \g. I guess \a is common in other languages, but \g is somewhat uncommon. So if we have a regular expression that's \g bar, let's see, compile this. So this is a pattern that's, there's a warning here. I should put an R here so that it was a raw string. But \g is an anchor that matches only at the search position that you're doing. So if you do, let's see, reg.search foo space bar, if I didn't have \g there, it would match that. But if we say that we're searching exactly from this position, so an offset of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, so you can see that now it matches that because the start position for the search was right before this. So it kind of allows you to have some state inside the regular expression engine. And generally, why should you care? Like, no one cares about this. The reason that people care about this is this particular flavor of regular expressions gets used to implement text editors, and I'm implementing my own text editor right now. Oh, this window got resized when the re-windowing happened. Oh, this one's the wrong size too. I am the professional strimmer today. So I'm writing my own text editor called Babi, and it implements the TextMate syntax highlighting engine. Hey, what's up, Debanjan PS4? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And this TextMate spec is like kind of standardized, and a bunch of other editors and such use this same highlighting approach. But yeah, I'm basically reusing grammars that are used by like TextMate, Atom, VS Code, Sublime, and a couple other text editors. And I've re-implemented my own version of this in Python, and it uses this regex flavor. Hey, what's up, Dan HK? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Donger Day says, can I use it in PHP? You can. There are PHP bindings for this regex engine. In fact, I think PHP actually uses this out of the box. PHP oniguruma. Also, I learned yesterday that you can't actually type this this regex language in Twitch chat because it bans the word for reasons. I'm not going to go into details there. Hey, what's up, Adius? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It looks like it is bundled if you have MB string. So you already get it out of the box in PHP. You have VIP in JulianX, so you can get past it. Also, I think I've reduced chat filtering stuff. But yeah, Soding, if you're still here, what were you working on in chat today? Oh, I forgot to give you the fancy shout out. So for my viewers, if you don't know about Soding, check out his channel. It works on all sorts of stuff. Usually like C stuff or C++ stuff, or just like all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, check out their channel, give them a follow, etc. Yoda Droid says, I was watching both Anthony and Soding streams in different windows, and the streams just merged. You never cross the streams. Can't cross the streams. And then it says we're actually not people feels Batman. I was talking about the shell, not the FP nonsense. Oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, the shell stuff is pretty wild. Crypto Lake says, wait, are you a Tox dev? Yes, I am one of the developers of Tox. I guess I forgot to give you guys my intro. I'm one of the core developers on PyTest. I'm also one of the core developers on Tox. I'm also the current maintainer of Flake 8. And I am the creator and maintainer of Precommit. Basically, I do a lot of Python stuff in a lot of different projects. So the joke that I always make is if you've written enough code in Python, you have somehow run my code. But I guess I've also contributed to Python as well, but I'm not a maintainer or core developer or anything fancy there. But anyway, the flag that we're adding today comes from this patch. Where is it? Where is it? Not Twitter, not this. Yeah, so the flag that we're adding today is this not end string flag, which will toggle \z. And the reason for this, and the reason that I need this particular feature for my text editor, is text-make grammars are parsed line by line instead of doing a full file parse at once. And this means that an anchor that matches at the beginning of the file or at the end of the file needs to be handled specially for just an individual string. So by default, like \a and \g will match at the beginning and the end of the string. But the second line of the file is not actually the beginning of the file, so \a should not match. And it may also not be the end of the file, so \z should not match. And so I need a way to toggle those. And the way I'm toggling them right now is super janky. It like replaces the it replaces the escape sequence with a Unicode replacement character. And so it like kind of works in some cases, and VS Code does this same approach, so they have the same set of bugs that I have in this case. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Logan Scholes? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, let's add this option. It should be pretty easy because I already did most of the groundwork last stream for setting this up. But if we go here, and we need to expose this from CFFI, so we need to define this guy. Onig option, not this, etc. And then we need to import it into here. CFI.py. Hey, what's up, BK5? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Basically need this here equals lib dot onig option this, and then uninstall and reinstall. So that should get us that new option. Let's see if we still import properly. Oniguruma. CFFI. Why did this import? Oh, because I have a directory there. Oh, because of implicit namespace packages. Implicit namespace packages, I see. Okay, so now I should be able to write a test for this. Test this. Flags. Test search with flags. So regz equals oniguruma cffi.compile foo \z assert regz.search hello foo, and then assert not reg z lowercase z dot search. And then we just want to test that same thing again. Hello foo, but we want this flag. Flags equals oniguruma cffi dot onig search option dot this. So this is kind of our little test case here. And if we run that test, it passes, which is dope. Okay, but yes. Coder Voter says, hi, I'm new here. I'm currently experiencing burnout. Please provide help. Man, burnout is rough. We actually talked about this a little bit earlier in the stream. I actually feel a little bit like I'm, suffering from motivation problems as well, and like maybe a result of like burning out a little bit. But I think like the best advice that I've heard from this is like take a break, step back from programming, step back from computers, go out to a farm, shovel some pig shit for a while, and just like, or go on vacation, like do something that you enjoy, like play some video games, binge out for a while, and like let your mind kind of recharge and like get back into a mood where you want to do technical stuff again. And I don't know, I've found that that's like the best advice for me. Although I haven't really burned out before, so like, I don't know. Person says, hello everyone, don't be confused if someone calls you a simp here, it is an inside chat joke, indeed. Person says, where's Juice when you need her to show some how some simping works here? Indeed. Where's the gift subs, Juice? Angel X says, oh yeah, I already read that from before. I couldn't see you in chat. Temp complete didn't work. Do you have more accounts? AngelX says, how's my bash? Oh no. We're getting into bash again today. Run command. You want to quote this first off? That seems mostly fine. Don't you love Darwin having completely different ways to do things? But yeah, this looks mostly fine. Although I would recommend not writing bash just in general, because bash is like kind of shit. But yeah, you should quote this, otherwise you're gonna have splatting issues. Other than that, should be fine. Let's see. Why is my little user script not working? There we go. Adios says, thank you for Flakegate then. So I didn't write the initial Flakegate, but I've been maintaining it for the last 2-ish years because the the other maintainer burned out like real hard on open source and stuff, which to be fair, like I don't blame him for burning out. He, you know, spread himself too thin and then like dealt with some real shitty people. Hey, what's up, Ben Stormblessed? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. The Endless River says, this is no way to talk to an experienced core developer. A shame that there hasn't been any replies in the last 2 days. You should write something anyways. I'm letting the code of conduct people deal with that. There is actually like an ongoing thing right now, so I'm just gonna step away from that bug report and not deal with that. Artist tag this says this is gonna be easy. So actually, you know, usually when I say that it doesn't turn out, but it actually did this time.
What did we ship?
Hey, Jackie Alcine, thank you for the resubscription for 3 months. Who says a whole quarter? What did we ship? Not much. I'm gonna have a bad quarterly review this quarter. Don't tell my product manager. No, I've done a bunch of open source stuff, but I haven't made a ton of progress on my, you know, private project thing stuff. But it's getting there. It's going along. But thank you for the resubscription. Really appreciate it. Parsa says, I see, but how did you know that I mentioned you? Do you have the chat history? I have the stream open. I see you calling me a simp. Summersoft says, no pip install -e dot. It's my favorite. Okay, so the reason that I'm not using editable installs here is they don't actually do much for me. Because most of the interesting parts of this library are this shared object file, this one here. And this is built from C sources, so, you know, an editable install of C sources doesn't help me at all. Because I basically need to recompile anytime I change any of that, so that's why I'm not using -e dot. Oh yeah, and in fact, you noticed that right afterward. It needs a rebuild. Derp. Indeed, indeed. Juice says, rough stream. Being called a simp, a bad mod, and a personal chef. Cry face. I mean, Juice, do you want a positive thing? There's a special chat command that you can try out if you want to try it out. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You have to guess what it is, though. Master Tech says, take a vacation from coding? Yes, that's true. B. Jonas says, that replace workaround you mentioned, is that what you used to have or what you're going to use in the implementation now? That's what's currently happening in the implementation. So I have this terrible reg.py file, and it takes a certain set of escape characters and replaces them with that Unicode escape character. And this is like super over-engineered because this was a very performance critical part of the code. And so that's why this looks, you know, a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, because it's really just a string replace. But that's what's currently happening here. And you'll see that I have like these like crazy caching things to find, like, you know, the original regular expression, which ignores -z or /g, sorry, /z. We have one where it ignores a and g and az, and like, you know, it switches off based on these. But I'm going to be able to replace all of this code with these new flags, which will do exactly what I want without needing to, you know, use up a bunch more memory and a bunch more time compiling regexes that don't do that. But yeah, that is, you know, the workaround is currently in place, and I'm hoping to remove it. The workaround actually has some problems. Let me show you one edge case that it breaks. Microsoft VS Code TextMate, and I actually made this issue on TextMate because I was like, I think this is buggy, because I'm running into the same bugs here. Hey, what's up, Pognin? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So I read through some of their code and like essentially implemented the same thing that they have, although theirs is a little bit like different and weird for some reason, but whatever. They do this similar mangling. But in context like character classes and parentheses and negative look aheads and negative look behinds, there are problems where replacing this will suddenly make other stuff match when it shouldn't have matched things. Because it replaced it with the UFFFF whatever character here. So, I mentioned this and like gave them some stuff here and also showed them by implementation and like how I have the same bug. But anyway, this will get fixed now, which is pretty cool. Bina says, how does it work? Do you replace something in the regex? Yeah, I changed the regex. That's the that's the wild part. Hey, what's up, RWX Rob? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you guys don't know RWX Rob, they also stream. SORWX Rob. So check out their channel. Good to have you. Thank you again for the follow. Angela Next says, why do I need to quote that? So if you have, let me give you an example. You had your function that was just like this, and let's just say that we're running all of the arguments here. Oops. F. Just run the arguments. Yeah, okay. So now we have a function where if we do echo hi, it will run echo hi. So let's do python-c import sys print sys.argv, and then hello hi. You'll see that yes. You'll see that it prints out the arguments that it got here. So it got -c and it also got hello and hi. And if I quote this, hi with a space in the middle, you'll see that it preserves that space as an argument in here. But if we were to run your function here, you'll actually see that, well, it gets broken because of this in the first place. Because these spaces are now being sent as separate arguments, and so it's not preserving the quotingness inside here. So the correct way to write this function is to quote $@ like so, and so now if we run this now, you can see that it produces the same output as it did up here. And so it's just a common quoting bug, and honestly, this is not something that you would necessarily notice from working in Bash for not very long. This is something that I've picked up from spending quite a lot of time in Bash. But anyway, hey, what's up, Votox? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, that's why you need to quote that. Juice says, I've never banned anyone in this channel. Does that make me the best mod? I had to ban someone earlier today, Juice. Person says, I don't know, but you make cookies for Anthony. I guess that qualifies you as the best one. Yeah, that would put you in the running for best mod. Hey, what's up, Otter Food? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. B-Jonas says you can use set-x instead of echo in that run command function. Yeah, set-x is a good idea there. Jack Edison says, totally, man, love your stuff. Always glad to have you, Jackie. What does set-x do? It makes it print the commands before it runs it. Parset says, nope, it is not simp either. You have not guessed the command yet. There's actually 2 or 3 commands that all alias to the same thing, but it's a secret command. So you'll just have to guess it then. Let's see. B Jonas says, doesn't that workaround break caret anchors? What do you mean? This one here? Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that's broken about the workaround. Like, absolutely. You're right, it also does break caret anchors. It breaks a bunch of stuff. But that's why we're trying to remove it, is because it's buggy. They use XFFFF. You said replacement character earlier. I thought that would cause way more problems. Oh yeah, so Unicode code point FFFF. This is what's referred to as the replacement character. if I remember correctly. Import Unicode data dot name UFFFF. No such name. Anyways, it's the little diamond with the question mark in it that you see in browsers and stuff when like there's a broken character. So it is actually a replacement character there. Hello again, RWX Rob. Hello. 324B says, Anthony writes code. I'm unfamiliar with open source. What obligations does the maintainer role entail? What would happen if you simply stop contributing to the project without explanation? So that actually happens a lot in open source, unfortunately. Most of what I consider like maintainership is like responding to issues, fixing bugs, and occasionally like the bare minimum of maintainership is like responding to issues and fixing bugs and reviewing people's pull requests. Like if you don't write any code, that's like the bare minimum you would need to do as a maintainer. That said, maintainership usually entails like adding new features or like working on bug fixes or like other stuff like that, and like can add more to the maintenance burden. And fixing builds, updating versions for things as things change, improving lint errors, and like updating project infrastructure and trying against new versions, and like all sorts of other stuff like that is kind of like bonus. But yeah. Parset says, here's a hint for you, go check this. The commit is not on master, Parset. I was being a little sneaky about this command, but it's not, there's no commit for it. It's stuck in this modification state right here. B. Jonas says, and the syntax gets worse for shell array variables. My code is full of $ curly brace x square bracket at sign and square bracket curly brace. Yes, that's how you have to expand arrays. Fuzzerk says you have to be a bash lord to find these sorts of things. Yes, you have to spend many years writing the bash syntax. But Android says tiling and GNOME. No pogs there. It's literally just me and a mouse. There's no special tiling there. Hey, what's up, Ethan Typing? Hello, welcome back. It's good to have you again. And gift sub, how's it going? Who got a gift sub, despite I don't want gift sub, you sneaky bugger. RWX Rob says, fun fact, one of the creators of Unicode also created Go. XFFF is a non-character. The replacement character is something slightly lower. Oh, FFFD? Okay, then I'm just wrong. I'm okay being wrong on this. RWX Rob says, love me some Unicode for sure. So amazing that they pulled it off. So here's the thing with like Unicode versus, I assume you might be talking about UTF-8, which I actually think UTF-8 is like fucking genius. And I think that's more of an accomplishment than like some consortium that decides a bunch of code points. Like I think the idea of the variable width encodings and those clever things that we're doing there are pretty great. Oh, my blind. Maybe you didn't commit the new secret command yet. I can only see set today and bang SO. Yes, it's not there. It's not there yet. Fazark says, do you have daily work? How do you balance a regular programming job with open source projects on the side? So I currently am unemployed, but I did have previous work, and honestly, I was not great about balancing stuff. Like I would do my 8 hours at work, and I would often come home and like continue to write code and like spend another, hour or two working on open source stuff. Sometimes I would work on open source at work if it was code that was needed to do stuff at work. But it varies a lot, basically. You remember the replacement character? Nice. Pragmatic Lou says, I guess I need to learn Python. Python's pretty good. If you want to get started with Python, I actually recently made a YouTube video kind of explaining how to get started, getting started with programming, and it kind of has some advice on getting started with Python. Although, if you've worked on other programming languages, this is not as relevant. Where the fuck is that thing? Where's the video? Oh, it's right here. I'm just blind. Anyway, you can check out this video. I also have a bunch of other videos on youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode, where you can check out other educational content as well as previous streams up there. It's not personal chef. It's not that either. Rob Pike. Oh, Rob Pike is part of Unicode? I didn't know that. Marissa says, in the rights code, can you type cat $_ in your terminal, please? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is $_ the right curly bracket? Oh, do you mean in quotes? Like this? That's weird. What is this supposed to be? What are you trying to get me to do, parse it? The variable with encoding. Yeah, that stuff is super clever. Really like that. Hey, what's up, Markamatu? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day's going well. Parsa says, maybe something related to Minecraft / Pokemon. It is tangentially related to Minecraft, but not really. Only like ever so slightly related to Minecraft. RDX Rob says, Python is still great for beginners, but please everyone learn another language as well. One that has curly braces. Yo, curly braces are so good. I miss me some curly braces. Curly braces are great. Ethan says, so you've already talked about Python dev. We talked about it a little bit recently. I think I talked about it a little bit last stream. I didn't really, go into so much detail about it. But yeah, Python dev is currently a mess. Over some changes to some slight language in PEP 8 and some other shenanigans on the mailing list, but like, holy shit, what a fucking mess. Also, it's great because a lot of people are showing you their true color about their thoughts on these sorts of things, and like, I guess you see which people in Python are racist. What a fucking mess. What a fucking mess, right? Angelix says, welcome. No, it's not. That's not what the command is. That's not what it is. Import this. Yeah, import this is pretty good. Python 3- this. Good old XenoPython. Android says, is YouTube down? Seems to be up for me. It's possible that like partially down. Ethan Timing says, this also gives interesting results. No, I'm not running your fork bomb. Isn't there a shorter one than that? Slightly related to Minecraft. Yes, slightly related to Minecraft. Nier says CSS lol. Juice says, I think I know what it is. What is the command, Juice? What have you figured out? Hey, what's up, Lil Koba? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. $_ gives me bin sh. I added text to the fork bomb so it won't work. It was a joke. Okay. You didn't want me to actually fork bomb my machine. That's nice of you. I appreciate it. $_ gives the last thing you entered. Oh, I see. It's similar to bang dollar, but not an expansion? It's a variable instead? Whoa. Anyway. YouTube doesn't work on this video. Really? Did I paste the link wrong? You fucking asshole, Andrew Lane. Why do I trust you on all of these things? Every damn time! Every damn time! It's okay. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Now you guys are all rickrolled. Get wrecked, nerds. Okay, that's enough of that. Your bot could detect rickroll, possibly. I'd have to do some like fancy video analysis shit. I guess I could just look in the title and be like, this is what the title is. Artist Tech has a link to Stack Exchange. This one I trust a little bit better. Understand the meaning of $_. Expands to the last argument of the previous command after expansion. Oh, so bang dollar is pre-expansion, and after it is non whatever. And the reason that it was the right angle bracket is probably the last command in my bash RC is an if statement. Oh, which is exactly what they're showing here. Nice. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Just baited. Yeah, you got him. Got him. Clip it and ship it, guys. Get Rex nerds. Send all nerds. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Elmo Plus says rank code automatically time people out who post links with Rickroll in the title. Yeah. Parse it. Parse it. Spoilers. Trust the Stack Overflowing, but question the answers. Yeah, I mean, that's usually the best way to do it. You know, verify. Oh, I have a message. All the same. That's weird. I wonder if they have some Flake8 plugin that... Anyway, this is a different thing. I don't care about that. No filtering. Mina says, do you answer viewers' tech questions? Is there a precondition like a sub or a channel point reward? And in what areas of expertise do you answer questions? I answer all the questions. That's basically what my chat is now. It's basically I write a little bit of code and I answer questions. And if I think they're interesting, I upload them to YouTube as well, and I often re-record them after the fact. What areas of expertise do you have? Lots of stuff. Mostly, you know, Python, code formatters, linters, Git, software engineering, industry experience, you know, personal work politics, all sorts of stuff. Like, if you have a question, you can just ask it. And I do have like a list of them on YouTube. If you do Bang Explains, you can get a list of those and a playlist. But yeah, there's quite a few there. We got a clip of the Rickroll. We got several clips of the Rickroll. We're no strangers to love, you know. But yeah, I actually have to fill up my water, so I'm gonna do that real quick, and I will be right back. So I'll see you guys in a sec. We're back, and I've got water. Oh, that's why you asked about University of Michigan. I grabbed the other glass today. That makes sense. I get it. I get it now. All right, we're back. We're back. For some reason that changed the volume. Oh, the music has stopped. Yes, we're still musicking. Oh, okay, chat. Let me catch up, and then we're gonna write some code. GDH says, were you a tech lead? Yes, I was. All questions that include the Windows API. I do know a little bit about the Windows API. I'm not sure that I want to though. How do you think I got the idea to ask the title? Yes, we will protect the homelands. Oh, I should make Bang Babby a thing. Still Babby in 2020. Let's do some C# secretly. I do like C#. I really do like C#. B Jonas says, I want to use the Python module win32com.client to control 32-bit Windows applications that has a 32-bit COM API. Is it fine to do this from a 64-bit Python? I think you should. I think it should work fine. That should work fine, I'm pretty sure. Hey, what's up, B Jonas? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, even though you've been streaming for a while. I've seen you messaging back and forth. But yeah, no, I think you can access 32-bit applications from 64-bit applications, even with the 32-bit COM API. So that I think that should work fine. Android says you should check out this. I'm not gonna get rickrolled again. We're not doing this twice. So I will open this one off stream with the tab muted. And sure as shit, it's the Jebaited song with bass boosted. Oh, it's because you saw my email binary. Okay, that makes sense. I don't want to give sub says, do you have one class per state? No. I've just, this is just my college that I went to. I actually have like 4 of these classes. Not Make says, you beautiful, Anthony. Is that where we're going with the stream now? We're just snacking it up here, I guess. I have my excuse to watch Twitch from work now. That's worth way more than the WinAPI advice itself. Yeah, it's educational content. That's what we're spinning here. Okay, let's commit this oniguruma. And my headache's actually getting pretty bad, so I'm gonna look at patching Babby, and then I'm probably gonna call the stream for today. -b add z flag. Oops. And z flag. Rev parse head. We need to bump the version here. Bin clone. And we need to add this and not end staged flag, not end string flag. Okay, we push that up. So once that passes, we can merge. Yeah, but anyway, we can add this flag now. That's the one that we wanted here. GuideVVV says, let's randomly post. You should check this out at chat right after Anthony gets baited by the Rickroll. It's true. It's true. You guys got me. You're gonna get me again. That's just the way this is gonna go, isn't it? Awesome. Just tried this out. It works great. Thanks again for the responsiveness and this awesome library. Boop. Android said, you seem to be very detailed in your commit messages. I literally just write stuff or more bugs. Yeah, I try and, you know, I was once in your shoes where it was just like git commit -m did things or whatever. But I found, like, as I go back in time and I want to look at what I did and why I did it, you know, having more descriptive messages, or at least like a breadcrumb trail to find out more interesting stuff about the messages, is pretty important. Because, you know, I don't remember what I did in May of 2014, but I could go look at the commit message and see, like, oh, this is why I did this. This is the reason for doing this particular thing. Now, this one we don't actually see the reason, but I can kind of piece it together by looking through this commit here and like finding this issue and all the stuff that I mentioned here. So like the breadcrumb trail is not the best in this one. I could probably, you know, add some more flavor to this that would indicate where this came from. But yeah. Binary says, when you need to fix something, you'll be happy you wrote a descriptive commit message. Yes, for blame and git log. Yeah. Summersoft says, as frustration increases, commit-m decreases in my experience. Yes, indeed. What the fuck? Get out. Why are they not running? Oh, there we go. Okay, it is running. It was just a visual glitch. Why are these slow? Oh, because it had to reclone, so it doesn't hit the cache. That was weird. These just all turned green at exactly the same time. Probably another visual bug. But that should hopefully pass, and then I will be able to make a release for that. Binary says, Anthea writes code, maybe it's time to self-host to repos and compare the uptime to GitHub. So funny you mention that. I used to self-host Git. I ran my own Gitolite instance out of my bedroom in college, and I mostly did that because I was ashamed of the code that I wrote, and I didn't want it to be public, and I was too cheap to pay for GitHub. And I didn't realize that they had an educational program then, because I would have been able to get like free gits from having my edu email address. So I self-hosted Git. But as soon as GitHub had like unlimited private repos, like the amount of work that it was to maintain my private Git server, I could not justify it at all. So I completely switched to doing that via GitHub. Or mirrors. Cgit has a lot of security issues. I see. Some stuff isn't meant to be shared. Shazerwet says, dude, same. Yeah. The funny thing is I'm planning to like open source all of the code that I'm embarrassed about. I think it was more that I was embarrassed that like this is code I'm writing currently. But if I'm like, oh yeah, I wrote this like 8 years ago, like look at how dumb I was then, like I care much less about it. I actually have started compiling or like trying to find all of the code that I've written since the beginning, basically, and I'm trying to host as much of that on GitHub, although it's been slow progress because I don't really, like, it's not at all a priority of mine, but I have it all on a thumb drive, and I'm probably going to upload, like, a repository at a time, and, like, you know, write a little blurb about it in a README, and, like, talk about, like, oh, this is why I did this is some nifty code here, and stuff like that, and, like, archive it for the future. But, anyway, what do we gotta do next? We gotta pull the latest version, clean, git show. I think this is the last release, 17. Okay, so it's just set up .cfg. O.O.18. VM bin python setup.py estis. There's no wheels from this command here because this is a binary package. Twine upload to PyPI that, and we gotta grab my password from my manager and paste that there. Copy this, and now we run build many Linux wheels for O.18. Oh wait, git push. I gotta do this in a special order, which is kind of annoying here. And I have to remember to do all the things here, because this package is slightly less automated than I would want it to be. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And build 0018. The reason that I push this tag first is this is kind of slow. And I want Azure Pipelines to do the build here because it produces the wheels. So that part's slightly automated, but we gotta wait for this tagged build to finish somewhere. Not that one, but this one. We gotta wait for either of these builds. No, we gotta wait for this build to finish. Yeah, so we gotta wait for these to finish. But we can upload the Linux wheel. Upload -r pipe dist this guy. So at least it'll work on Linux now, and I can probably start working on the next thing while those builds progress. Paste. Oh no, my password is Control-Shift-V. GiveSub says GitLab heart. GitLab's fine, I guess. Biniar says take the command history and write a shell script while it's fresh in your head. Yeah, I guess. Summersoft says actions on release are a thing. Yeah, it's true, but that's after the fact. It's in the opposite order. And then I have to put credentials on GitHub Actions. I don't really want to do that. But, and I'm using Azure Pipelines, so GitHub Actions doesn't help me there. Now, Azure Pipelines also has ways to promote wheels, but I don't know. I prefer to promote wheels manually, so the thing, I guess. But we'll let that run. I should be able to cd into babi though. Git pull prune. Oh, and pip install onigurumacffi dash upgrade. So this should get me the newest version of those flags. If I need to do this a couple times until it figures out that there's a wheel, and it got the wheel the second time. So this time it tried to build from source and errored because I don't have the third-party library installed, which is fine. Summersoft says, for sure, don't let my scrub self tell you about CI/CD. Yeah, I think I kind of know what I'm doing for some of this. Okay, so I was playing with this before. It must have been on my other laptop, so we can redo the same work here, though. But I was working on reg, and we should be able to get rid of this code entirely, which is awesome. And we're going to make a flags helper, which is going to use those new flags that I added. Hey, what's up? No, thank you. No, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. No, I do appreciate you here. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully your day is going great. Mine's going pretty well. Oh, it's the drop song. Yes. Oh, exactly 80 characters. That's so satisfying. Rets equals onigurumacffi.onig search option dot. What are the flags? Not end string. Disable \z. If first line. If for the first line, so if not first line, ret or equals onigurumacffi.onig search option dot or we could just write these all out. That's another option. Not begin string, if not boundary, onigurumacffi.onig search option dot not begin position. So this is disable \a and this is disable \g. And we could write this in a different way. We could do this like, is this used somewhere? It is. Flags equals a mapping. First line boundary. So false, false. So not first line and not a boundary. This should be 3 flags altogether. And this is actually going to be performance critical, so I think it's worth micro-optimizing this. Assuming I do this right. Well, this is like a little bit error prone. So false true will be just these first 2 flags. And then true false will be the first and the third flag. Oh, we got a mistake there. If it's not the boundary, we're disabling \G. Okay, and then the last is true, true. True, true, which will just be this one. Yeah, I think I like this better, or at least it's gonna perform better, so we're gonna stick with that. No thank you says, hi, what are you working on? I am working on my text editor. This is a portion that does regex compilation, and I have this kind of specialized regex wrapper thing, which I guess like you know, gave me a way to disable these particular flags in my own special way. But I'm actually gonna do this. Actually, I think the way I did this before was just cfi.compile self.pattern, so then we didn't need cache property at all, which was convenient. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of get_reg. Oops. So this is just like going to be a huge code simplification here, which is going to be awesome. Turn self.reg.search line pause flags equals flags first line boundary. Oh sweet, that fits. And then match is similar, except instead of search, it is now match. And there's one more down at the bottom, which, oh, we gotta rewrite this whole class too. So self.set equals, hey, what's up? Toad237, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. We need to do onigurumacffi.compile regset star self.patterns. I can get rid of all of this code. And we can do self. Oh, we gotta copy that code from above. This one. And instead of reg, it is now self.set. What did I do? Oh. Self.set.search. And I think that's all we need to do here. Cache property imported but unused. Cache property. Do we use cache property anymore? We do still use it. Undefined name oniguru. Oh, I spelled it wrong. RUAM. Okay, that should work. And it doesn't, of course. What is going on here? Oh my god, I'm so far behind. Ethan Sibing says, drop song is the best. My Fox says, hell yeah. Yeah, the drop song is great. Hey, what's up, Kuala Lumpur? Welcome back. Hello, hello. How's it going? Juice Hero says, I sang a song about you on stream last week. You did, Juice. You did sing a song, the koala song. Not about the capital of Malaysia. Yes, I did clip it. Misutsk says, or Mrs. Q, there we go, says, tell me about being a tech lead at Lyft. So I was the lead of the developer experience team, and I worked with a bunch of related teams, and so like my tech lead responsibilities were largely around like organizing those teams and making sure that things work well. Is that Vim? No, it is my own text editor called Babi, and we're actually breaking it right now. Koala says, Anthony is not pretending to write code and actually writing some lines today. Yes. Bang editor? Yes, there we go. It's kind of Vim. Yeah, it's very similar to Vim. It has some Vim commands, but it's mostly based on Nano. Nice, thanks. You can exit it with Vim-like commands, so you can't exit it. That's true. That's true, Mrs. K. I opened Vim once, and I've never left. WSTD says, do you usually work in a virtual machine? Yes. Well, at least on this computer. I have several Linux laptops, and I will work directly booted into Linux on those. without a virtual machine. Oh, I see what's happening here. We have a pattern that's supposed to be intentionally broken, and now that we're eagerly compiling, this is an error up front. So we can make it lazily compiled. From babi cache property import cached property. Do we want to do that? Let's reevaluate why I did the other thing. What file is that in? Babi highlights? Babi reg. Oh, it's at the bottom. Error reg. I actually don't know why I have this class at all anymore. We could probably just get rid of this class entirely. But that's bigger change than this for today. Type ignore? I really just want this to crash. That's all I really want, is a runtime crash. Okay, so it works now. But that's a super hack here. Error reg, where do you get used? I guess I can just make it not match anything. Equals make reg $ space caret. This will match nothing. But anyway, this is a what, -70 line change, and it appears to still work. We also need to do this greater than version 18. Hey, what's up, Ivory Glowstick? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm interested in seeing if this actually makes Babi faster. Babi perflog log babi/file. This is the slowest highlight. Actually, we could do Babi textmate demo. We could time this. Why was that so slow? That took almost 2 seconds. Oh, because it's IO. Let me pipe the output. It was stuck up on the IO. This is the time that I expect. So right around 600 milliseconds-ish. And I'll save the patch. This should be slower. Not much slower, not much faster. It looks like it saves about like 20 milliseconds in the best case. Now granted, this is not super scientific. But that, I mean, that seems non-zero, that seems decent. The question is, does it actually fix the bug we were trying to fix? Does this no longer hang? Oh, it still hangs. Fuck. Okay, well, I'll have to do more work for that. But anyways, I think this is a good stopping point today. And my head's hurting, so I'm gonna go find some headache medicine and deal with that. But yeah, let me do my spiel, and then we'll send you guys off to another channel. But thank you all. Well, actually, let me catch up on chat first. We'll catch up on chat first, then we'll do the spiel, then we'll find a channel for you guys. Hey, what's up, Merc Macklin? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Melting Lava, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. World's best random generator. Let noobs try and exit them. Let's see. Shutting down the damn computer, yeah. C Chad says, any recommendation resources for furthering my Python and software engineering in general? How do I get good? I do have some recommendations based on, or I have like a YouTube video that kind of talks a little bit about some places where you can go. One of them is realpython.org. This has a lot of like tutorial style content for Python, which I find to be pretty good. But that's one place you can go. Vim is trash, use Babi. Mrs. K says, writing a text editor in Python, isn't it going to be slow? It's actually pretty fast. So the render loop, like basically a human would need to notice like 20 milliseconds of delay for the render loop to be fast enough. to be slow enough, but Babi is actually, you know, reasonably fast, although this is hanging forever. Kill, PS, yeah, grab. Oh, kill this process. But I do actually have a performance logger, and I can show you the slowest part of Babi. So if you do bab perf log, it's actually re-rendering everything all the time. I haven't done very much to improve the performance yet. So you can see, like, every time I press the arrow keys, it's actually doing a full paint of the screen. But the slowest thing is currently jumping to the end of the file because that causes a full highlight of the entire source code. But most of that time is spent in C code, and it's not actually like my code that's slow there. It's mostly the regex engine. And I guess the regex engine isn't really slow, just regexes in general are slow. But I do plan to, like, you know, do some special, you know, background threading stuff so that it'll highlight that behind the scenes without actually doing that in the foreground. But if you look at the performance log, you can see that it's spending like less than a millisecond per render right now, which is pretty fast. Now, granted, it took 56 milliseconds to start up, and if we look at this worst case scenario, it's taking about half a second to jump to the end of the file. But I can do this all in the background, so it won't be a problem in the future. But anyway, that's that. Hey, what's up, GM Knight? Sorry, I'm heading out right now. Andrew Next says raid Milky. We raided Milky last time, so we're gonna pick someone different today. But yeah, let me do my spiel. So if you like my content, I upload all of my streams after the fact to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. I have also been uploading other educational content, so you can check out these purple videos there. They're pretty good, so check that out. Hey, what's up, Beta0801? Thank you for the follow, and John Gwynn, thank you as well for the follow. I usually stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. However, this week I'm not going to be streaming on Friday or Saturday because it's my birthday and I'm going to be doing some other stuff. But I will see you guys again on Monday, and we'll have you know, a fun birthday stream and do all that shenanigans. But anyway, I usually announce my streams in two places. One of them is on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/codewithanthony. And so you can see, you know, I basically say stuff like, I'm gonna stream in 60 minutes, etc. And I also announce them on Discord, which you can check that out in chat. Shazrat says, what day? So Monday we'll probably do the, you know, fancy birthday stream, aka I drink and maybe write some code. We'll see what happens. Well, we'll see what we do there. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Oh, what day is my birthday? It is July 5th, so it is this Sunday, but I'm doing stuff this whole weekend. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you guys around in the future. Let me go find someone to raid.